Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web. And RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Michael Voris. Anti-Christian environmentalism. Cardinal George Pell of Australia last night told a virtual audience of churchgoers with Prime Minister Kevin Rudd and opposition leader Tony Abbott that the Greens have, quote, an explicitly anti-Christian agenda. He told the audience that he is concerned about the likelihood that the Greens will be gaining the balance of power in the Australian Senate next week. Their program is explicitly anti-Christian, he said. Environmentalism has as one stated goal the reduction of the world population through abortion and contraception. Reform meets resistance. The effort by Madison Bishop Robert Morlino to staff several Catholic churches in his diocese with priests from a conservative Spanish society has met resistance in another community. About 200 members of St. Mary's Parish in Platteville met with Bishop Morlino at the church Monday night to question his decision to bring in 3 priests from the Society of Jesus Christ the Priest to lead the church. A diocesan official and parishioners who attended the 90-minute meeting described it as a largely civil but occasionally heated event. The society, based in Murcia, Spain, is known for a traditional approach to Catholic practice. There are now 8 society priests at 7 parishes in the diocese. Many parishioners are upset that the priests no longer allow altar girls and extraordinary ministers of the Eucharist. Mainstream media at it again. This Thursday night, CNN will air a 1-hour documentary, Gary and Tony Have a Baby. It's a completely one-sided propagandist view of a homosexual couple and their story of having a baby son through a surrogate mother. Predictably, other mainstream media organizations are jumping on the bandwagon, singing the praises of the documentary, which will undoubtedly go on to win some awards at some point later this year. Left out of the presentation altogether, with the exception of a backhanded treatment, is the question of morality and the rights of the gay couple's baby, whose name is Nicholas. Stay with us. Back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium. CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world. CatholicUnderground.com, the podcast about our Catholic faith and new media. And DFWCatholic.org, spreading the truth one city at a time.
Cardinal Mahoney in hot water. In a videotaped deposition released last week, Los Angeles Cardinal Roger Mahoney admits he did not think it necessary to contact police after learning of the sex abuse perpetrated by a priest in his diocese against 2 boys. Instead, Mahoney transferred the priest to other locations where the abuse could potentially continue. The Archdiocese had tried but failed to keep private the deposition, which was taken as part of a lawsuit that resulted in a $2.2 million settlement. Last year, it was revealed that a federal grand jury has been investigating whether Mahoney and the Archdiocese merit criminal prosecution charges for their handling of the scandal. Cardinal Mahoney, a celebrity among activists who seek to overturn Catholic Church teaching on homosexuality, is known for breaking with the Catholic Church hierarchy to support the homosexualist cause. His so-called gay-friendly views have clashed in the past with the Vatican on a matter touching at the heart of the sex abuse scandal. And lastly, here's one you don't hear too often. In a decision that sets back Quebec's efforts to strip religion from the province's institutions, a judge has ruled that the government showed Inquisition-like intolerance in the way it imposed a secular ethics course on a private Roman Catholic school. The ironic reference to religious zealotry in the pursuit of secularism came in a ruling that handed a victory to Montreal's Loyola High School. The Jesuit boys' school went to court for the right to keep teaching its ethics course from a Roman Catholic perspective. In a decision handed down Friday, the judge ruled that not only did Quebec violate Loyola's religious freedoms by insisting it teach the secular course, but also went about it in a, quote, totalitarian manner. Now, let's hope the school teaches authentic Catholicism. One down, one to go. I'm Michael Voris. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure and check out the Vortex today, where we talk about what the Pope told the bishops about doing their job. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.